I first met Martin. We were assistants together for the German national team, I think in 2015. He was the one that picked me up from the airport, and we had a couple-hour drive to go to the town that we were having training camp. You know, and I was a little bit jet-lagged, and Martin was actually talking about the '98 team I played on. And so my first impression of him was he loved basketball, and he was a student of the game.
When did you and Alex first cross paths?
2015 with the German national team was the last summer of Dirk Nowitzki, one of the first of Dennis Schröder. So that was like the time where where the one career kind of was ending and the other had started, but they kind of, you know, synergized there. And that's where Alex was on the German national team staff, and that's where we met.
What's your first impression of Alex when you met him?
Confident, big dude. I knew Alex. I knew Alex pretty well as a player because, believe it or not, I watched that Final Four run in '98 in Europe in the middle of the night. That was still a VHS recording thing, you know. So I knew about the Utes, and I knew about the Majerus teams, and I knew about Alex, and I'd watched that, you know. So I knew him quite a bit.
What made you want to uproot your life and your career again and move back to the States?
A call from Alex. I was still on a contract in Germany, and he called I think somewhere in March, and you know, was not like concrete yet, but then like 2 weeks later it turned kind of into something real, and decisions had to be made. But like making the decision to come back was easy because I respect Alex a lot, and I like him a lot as a person, and I respect him a lot as a coach, and we've worked together pretty closely, and I was always intrigued in working for him.
You've been coaching pros for a long time. What was it about the college game that maybe intrigued you about wanting to come coach college basketball?
I would say the industry, generally speaking. My curiosity has led me into very different landscapes of the game. You know, like being in Europe and coaching in the G League is very different from then coaching in the Euro League. Like that's, you know, the only similarity is the height of the hoops, to be honest. And now coming here, it's the same, but the curiosity and looking at different landscapes of our game, I feel has always helped me become better as a coach. So, yeah, that's it.
You got here about a month ago. How did you kind of interact with the staff? What was your role from afar? What were you doing to kind of prepare yourself before you were able to get here?
It was, you know, on the one hand it was a little complicated, but on the other also, like, technology nowadays, you know, presents a lot of possibilities to communicate. When I signed, we were still in the season, so we were still hunting the playoffs in Germany, and so in the very beginning I was, to be very honest, I signed the contract and that was it. You know, I was still focused on my job that had to be finished in Germany, and then the team was put together. So I would say it was like general, you know, conversation, partly about players, and then when players were signed, going into detail, studying our players, and leading conversations about how to play with and through the players we have.
Every coach brings something. What do you think you bring to this staff that's unique?
A lot of experience from different angles of the game, and from very different angles of the game. That coaching in Germany, basketball in Germany is different than basketball in the G League. Basketball in the G League is very different than basketball in the Euro League. Experience on different markets and different experiences around the game.
Last thing, now that you've been around this group for a bit, what has you most excited about this season?
I'm really excited. We're still learning, or I want to say I've also been here for the shortest time. Still learning the team, and I think it's also kind of tricky because it's a pre-season, right? And it's not a lot of preseason games to be played, and you know, finding things out will kind of take a little longer. You know, if you ask me in 2 weeks, I know a little more about the team, but still not what I need to know, we need to know, you know, in order to really go into combat. What really gets me excited about the season, I want to say, is the staff. It's a group of A, very good professionals, and B, very good people to be around. And you know, you spend so much time in this business with your colleagues, might as well be good people, and I'm really excited about that.